thinking back to when I was about 7 years old. I was taking a walk with my father. And for the quick explanation, he's black, my mom's white, I landed somewhere in the middle, and people's had problems with that. They don't really like when they can't place you. But there I was, walking up the street with my dad, little white boy dangling. And I got it. And then, by the way, this happened more than once, but I'm just gonna, one particular time, we're walking in that classic New York PD way. Nigger, where you going with that child? And my father turned, kind of shocked, but not that shocked. And he said, I'm taking my son home. I said, he's not your son. And they were convinced that I was not his son. And they started pulling me away from him, and I was screaming, crying, and saying, really, he is my father. My father, don't take away from my father. And then the look on that officer's face changed. He looked at me kind of in horror, because he couldn't accurately judge me. He couldn't place his perceptions of what race is on me at the time. I mean, people have placed their racial views on me. I've been accused of being Jewish, Hispanic, Arabic, all of it, basically. And really, the truth, the Mingus line is pretty mixed. In fact, we had a matriarch in one half of the family that she just basically progressively wanted to get everybody lighter, which is a whole other messed up thing that God knows. Anyway, I don't really know where I was going with that. Kind of went down an emotional tip I didn't really want to hit on, but went in jail. But freedom, I used to say, I don't think I'd know freedom if it bit me in the ass, because I don't think a lot of us would. The freest I ever felt was when I let my fist go, when I was boxing in the ring or fighting in the streets, just fighting back, because that was freedom, because nobody could stop me. Well, a few did, but ask any fighter, they're all good, and just stepping in the ring is enough. But I guess the path for me in freedom is this. It's our own. I mean, the man who stops me from being the freest is this one, because of all the, I believe you were talking about it, all the things that we absorb, the shame that exists in all of us. And you hear those voices that told you, you can't be that, you can't do that. I mean, shit, I had people tell me I wasn't light enough, I wasn't dark enough, I couldn't be. One guy said to me, you are one of the best blues singers I've ever heard. It's a shame you're not black. I was like, damn. Anyway, I ramble. Some people call it improvising. I am grateful for this opportunity to sing in this space. I feel jail, at least from the American perspective, or the Black American perspective, is the threat that they hold over you while you grow up. When I was a kid in Spanish Harlem, kids would disappear. Just one day they'd be there and they'd be gone. And they just, either went into the system or whatever. But they always sort of held that over your head. And the neighborhoods are policed so heavily, and I know that people have had that experience here because I've spoken to people about it. But what I've termed it or called it is calling it free-range prisons, because you're not really free if they're policing you and sort of threatening you with this, I mean, you think you're out there laying eggs and it's all cool. Free to laying eggs everywhere. But they're in a zone where they want to collect those eggs and profit off them. Anyway, God, I sound like my daddy. I will just say this. With recent developments in my home country, I felt a betrayal of my hope. I had believed that we were making progress. I really believe in people, and I really believe we can make a change. Clearly, something went wrong, because when the white dudes with all the power and all the money and all the control act like and talk like they're the victims in all this, we fucked up, flat out. But you can't kill my hope. You can't. You just can't. So, thank you all. Thank you all. And I still believe that we can make a change. I still believe investing in people, investing in love, investing in life is what we need.